What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be putting that back into that. And by that I mean the subframe and suspension and everything that you see here, not the engine in the background. The engine will come soon. We've got to finish dressing it up, repaint it, and all that good stuff. But first, we're definitely going to try to get all of this tucked back under the Supra today. So if you're a keen-eyed viewer, if you've watched any of the other videos, you'll notice that these are slightly out of order. If you've seen the introduction to my Supra here, obviously all this work will have been done already. I was trying to get the car to a reasonable point to kind of reintroduce it back to the world instead of being all tore down like it is here. You can actually see I've already knocked out some of the subframe before I ever started making YouTube videos. I got the aluminum part here really cleaned up, and I got the back half nice and resprayed and cleared already. So this section is good to go. However, what we're working on today is going to be the steering rack. Now, I don't have power steering in this car. I never have since I've owned it, and I've been perfectly fine without it. So all I'm doing now is simplifying it a little bit more. I've cut the lines as short as I can to still loop them. I'm not going to take it apart and cut out the seal in there. More work than I really want to do, and like I said, it's not that bad. But as you can see, these boots, this one's not bad, but I'm going to go ahead and get replacements for both of those. I have to drill some holes and mount this little block off plate I've made. Repaint the steering shaft and repaint one of the brackets here that houses the bushing and holds the steering rack onto the subframe. So we'll get that done and get that thrown back under the car. Real quickly, I got the block off plate done. That tube of RTV I was trying to use was almost old, but I got enough to come out. That's really just precautionary anyways, because there's O-rings under there that should seal, but shouldn't be any fluid in there anyways, so that shouldn't be an issue. I got the outer tie rod ends off. If you saw, I did not mark them. That's because this car has never been aligned. I'm going to have to align it anyways, but you always want to mark how far down the threads those were before you take them off. That way you can put your car back in to pretty dang close alignment when you reinstall them. I'm about to start cleaning this section here. I'm going to leave this boot on just to make sure I don't get a bunch of chemicals and stuff under here, and then I'll take that one off. That one can come off whenever, so I'll probably go ahead and do that, but get y'all back on the laps and we'll keep going. I'm actually reasonably pleased with how well this cleaned up. So I think I'm not going to paint this part silver. I am still going to replace the boots and probably paint the tube on the rack black. I'm still going to paint the shaft and that bracket black. So let's get to that. Alright, so got that done. Relatively straightforward process. Off camera I'd kind of hit these bolts with a wire brush, but you can see the rack and that mounting bracket turned out pretty good. Still got to get a hose and a couple of clamps for right here to bridge this gap, and as you can see I'd left this steering rack boot off simply because it hasn't came in yet, so should be in the next couple of days, and we'll get that thrown on real quick. But for now that should be the only thing that was left, so let's get it thrown under the car. Alright guys, sorry I forgot to film slapping the bumper and headlights back on, but they're just temporarily mounted anyways, just to kind of get an entire view of the car again. Plus they'll be coming right back off, so don't worry, didn't miss much. Here's the subframe and steering rack kind of mounted in for hopefully the last time. They may have to come back out, probably will when I paint the bay I guess, but that kind of gives you the overall feel for in here. Getting pretty close, still got some work to do, but I'm close enough now that I feel like I can move on to something else. But definitely glad to see her off jack stands and halfway cleaned up. She don't look so much like a hoopty anymore, so it's the first time she's been on all four of her wheels in quite a few months, so hopefully not that long of a gap next time. Alright guys, that's going to conclude today's video. Really hope you enjoyed the content. Looking forward to moving on to the next stage of the build for this project. So if you want to catch that, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. Thumbs up this video, tell your friends about the channel, and until next time, just wing it guys.